A very good morning to all. We welcome you all to Dayananda Sagar College of Engineering. We would like to start off by displaying our college video.
Live the dream, seize the time, seize the day, make your way. Live the dream, seize the time, seize the day, make your way. Live the dream, seize the time, seize the day, make your way. Live the dream, seize the time, seize the day, make your way. Be what you want, who you want, when you want to be. Do something, feel something that will always set you free. Now it's time to pull up the curtain, show them all that you're certain. Inspire, smile, make them see that life's a beautiful symphony. Yeah. Live the dream, seize the time, seize the day, make your way. Live the dream, seize the time, seize the day, make your way. Joining hands makes your journey easy. Sharing smiles makes your road so breezy. Looking out, don't you see your future? Finding out, breaking billion boundaries. Oh, yeah. Joining hands makes your journey easy. Sharing smiles makes your road so breezy. Looking out, don't you see your future? Finding out, breaking billion boundaries. Live the dream, seize the time, seize the day, make your way. Live the dream, seize the time, seize the day, make your way. Live the dream, seize the time, seize the day, make your way. Yes,
I, Praveena, Head Training and Operations, CIL, DSCE, extend a warm welcome to the first year Induction program 2020. This is an initiative to bridge the gap that exists between the knowledge of students at the entry level and the course requirements towards the beginning of academic year. We would now like to show you a glimpse of various departments at DSCE. A day without prayer is a day without blessing. To begin with, Professor Karthik will invoke the blessings of Almighty.
ಭುವನೇಶ್ವರಿಯ ನೆನೆ ಮಾನಸವೇ ಭುವನೇಶ್ವರಿಯ ನೆನೆ ಮಾನಸವೇ ಭುವನೇಶ್ವರಿಯ ನೆನೆ ಮಾನಸವೇ ಭವಬಂಧಗಳ ಭೀತಿಯ ಬಿಡುವೆ ಭುವನೇಶ್ವರಿಯ ನೆನೆ ಮಾನಸವೇ ಭವಬಂಧಗಳ ಭೀತಿಯ ಬಿಡುವೆ ಭುವನೇಶ್ವರಿಯ ಭವದಲ್ಲಿ ಬರಿದೆ ನವೆಯದೆ ನೋಯದೆ ಭವದಲ್ಲಿ ಬರಿದೆ ನವೆಯದೆ ನೋಯದೆ ಭವದಲ್ಲಿ ಬರಿದೆ ನವೆಯದೆ ನೋಯದೆ ತವೆ ಸುವಿಲಾಸದೆ ತನಿಯುವೆ ಸುಖಿಸುವೆ ತವೆ ಸುವಿಲಾಸದೆ ತನಿಯುವೆ ಸುಖಿಸುವೆ ಭುವನೇಶ್ವರಿಯ ನೆನೆ ಮಾನಸವೇ ಭವಬಂಧಗಳ ಭೀತಿಯ ಬಿಡುವೆ ಭುವನೇಶ್ವರಿಯ ವೃಜಿನಗಳನ್ನು ವಿದಳಿತ ಮಾತೆಯ ತ್ರಿಜಗಜ್ಜನನಿಯೇ ತ್ರಿಗುಣಾತೀತೆಯ ವೃಜಿನಗಳನ್ನು ವಿದಳಿತ ಮಾತೆಯ ತ್ರಿಜಗಜ್ಜನನಿಯೇ ತ್ರಿಗುಣಾತೀತೆಯ ನಿಜ ಭಕ್ತವನ ಸುರವರ ಸುರಭಿಯ ನಿಜ ಭಕ್ತವನ ಸುರವರ ಸುರಭಿಯ ನಿಜ ಭಕ್ತವನ ಸುರವರ ಸುರಭಿಯ ಅಜ ಸನ್ನೂತ ಶ್ರೀ ಹರಿಕೇಶಾಂಗಿಯೇ ಅಜ ಸನ್ನೂತ ಶ್ರೀ ಹರಿಕೇಶಾಂಗಿಯೇ ಭುವನೇಶ್ವರಿಯ ನೆನೆ ಮಾನಸವೇ ಭವಬಂಧಗಳ ಭೀತಿಯ ಬಿಡುವೆ ಭುವನೇಶ್ವರಿಯ
Thank you, sir. Now, we have a classical dance performance by our students.
ನೂಪುರಲಯ ಗತಿ ಗಣ 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 ತ್ರಿಶೂಲಧರ ನಂ ಕಿಟ ಕಿಟದಕಿ ನನ ಕಿಟ ಕಿಟದಕಿ ನಂದಿವ ಕಣ ನಾದಯೋಗ ಪ್ರಿಯ ಜಗನಂ ಕಿಟತಕಿ ಜಗನಂ ಕಿಟತಕಿ ಕಿಟತಕಿ ಜಯ ಜಯ ಜಗ ಜಗ ಸಶಿರ ವಿಭೂಷಣ
ರೂಪ ಭಯಂಕರ ರಮರುಗ ಹೃದಯ ಸಹಸ್ರ ದೀಕ್ಷಿತ ನಾದ ನಟೇಶ ಗೌರಂ ರಗರಗರಂ ರಿಗಿರಿಗಿರಿ ಕರುದಿ ಕುದಕೀಟ ಧಂ ಕಿಡ ಕಿಡದಗಿ ಧಂ ಧಂಗಿ ಕಿಡದಗಿ ದೀಕಿ
Thank you, students, for the wonderful performance. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome the gathering to the first year induction program 2020, which enables the newly admitted students to open up, think creatively, and become responsible and independent students. I would like to welcome our esteemed chief guest, Shri Darshan Kumar HG, IAS, Indian Revenue Services, Income Tax, proud alumni of DSCE. DSCE is thankful for accepting our invitation despite his busy schedule. On behalf of management, principal, and faculties of DSCE, I extend a warm welcome to you, sir. It's my privilege to welcome Honorable Chairman Dr. D. Hemachandra Sagar and Vice Chairman Dr. D. Premachandra Sagar for the inaugural program. On this occasion, I welcome Ms. Tintisha H. Sagar, Mr. Rohan Prem Sagar, Mr. Nishant Sagar, and Ms. Natasha Sagar, Joint Secretary, Mahatma Gandhi Vidyapita Trust. A warm welcome to our respected Secretary, Shri Gali Swami, who is a major source of support for all our activities. Welcome, sir. Dr. CPS Prakash, our beloved principal, who is the backbone for all the activities of DSCE, has supported us in every possible way to organize this induction program. I extend a warm welcome to you, sir. I take this opportunity to welcome all the first year students, parents, heads of various departments to the induction program. Once again, a hearty welcome to you all for the induction program 2020. Dear participants, it gives me immense pleasure to introduce our chief guest, Shri Darshan Kumar HG, IAS, Indian Revenue Services, Income Tax, proud alumni of DSCE. He is from Haralakatte, Arisikere, graduated from DSCE in Mechanical Engineering. He's worked for 6 years at Infosys. He returned to India and started preparing for UPSC exams and succeeded in getting through with a rank of 594th position. Now, I request our chief guest to address the virtual gathering.
My dear students, Namaste. I am Darshana Kumar HG. I graduated in 2009 from Dayananda Sagar College of Engineering. I worked with Infosys for almost 6 years in India and USA. Now, I am an Indian Revenue Service Income Tax Officer. Currently, I am undergoing training in Missouri. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome all of you to Dayananda Sagar College of Engineering. Congratulations to each one of you. You have reached an important stage in your life. Please utilize the next upcoming 4 years and study effectively. I wish you all success in your studies. May you all graduate and become successful engineers and contributing to the growth of our own country, India. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir, for your encouraging words, which will surely inspire our students towards excellence. On this occasion of first year induction program, we have a message from Dr. D. Hemachandra Sagar, Honorable Chairman, Dayananda Sagar Institutions. Thank you, sir. We have a message from Dr. D. Premachandra Sagar, Honorable Vice Chairman, Dayananda Sagar Institutions.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It is with great pleasure on behalf of the management of Dayananda Sagar College of Engineering, the chairman, the principal and the faculty. I take great pleasure in welcoming the freshmen of the batch of 2020 into the School of Engineering. The year 2020 has been a very tumultuous year and rather very traumatic for all of us. A year of great uncertainty post the pandemic, which we are still struggling to fight our way out. But as the year is coming to a close, I also believe that the trauma that we have endured, which commenced in March, is also going to end with the arrival of the vaccine sooner than later. Now, for a lot of young people, this has been a year of tremendous trepidations. We have, waited with tremendous patience as to when normalcy will be restored, or would we ever get back into normalcy? Well, this entire year has completely disrupted the way we have executed our normal walk of life. While the young students are, with a tremendous amount of patience at their command, have now decided to walk into the portals of higher education, walking into the portals of university education and engineering, waiting to become the second largest stock of technologists of the world, waiting to solve the problems that we face as a nation and that of the world. I believe, there are exciting things for a lot of you. While we understand the traditional method of teaching has also been disrupted in the form of online teaching rather than the hands-on experiential learning that we were used to. Well, I guess, as the vaccine rolls out, probably by January, I believe the vaccine would start coming out into India. It has already started rolling out in the United Kingdom and in the United States. They just received the FDA today. Well, I think slowly and steadily we will get back into normalcy, and I think the normal routine will commence. While we still have to be extremely cautious in these times, unless the entire pandemic pans out into tapers down into an endemic and then probably wears away finally. While many of you technologists, who are now walking into the young students who are walking into technical education, you would wonder, what would be the future? Would the future be the same, or would the future be very different? While what is the most important thing that we need to understand is we are in an era of disruption. Disruptive trends are emerging everywhere. The normal walk of life is not going to be the same that what we were used to. The trends that we now see are in terms of energy storage. We see genomics taking over very significantly. We have seen advanced materials that will come across and change the way with which newer designs are going to be enabled. Autonomous vehicles are something that is going to be the order of the day. Renewable energy. We've already drifted strongly into renewable energy. Fossil fuels are going to be something probably a relic as the years come by. Advanced robotics are an area, the robots are coming. I mean, we will have to allow that, and we see that happening across. 3D printing has already started. And especially here at DSI, we have had a very exclusive 3D printing laboratory. The internet has changed the way of our life, and today we are dependent on internet for every walk of our own life. Without it, we are as good as fish out of water. Automation of knowledge work has already commenced. We've seen tremendous amount of automation which is happening at the knowledge work in terms of data management. A whole lot of things are happening. The Internet of Things is something that we have to get used to. Cloud technology is an area that has already gotten very deep. We also find that there are newer advances which go on, and especially in terms of the oil and gas exploration and recovery. Fracking is something that we had unheard of. That has become something. So we are in an era of what we call as disruptive trends of technology. Now, as we pass through these disruptive trends of technology, the most important thing that the young person who walks into the portal of technology education must understand that what would be the cornerstone skills that engineers need for the future of work. The job market has changed a lot in the last decade, and today it's changing faster. And we are now entering into what we call as the fourth industrial revolution, where disruptive technologies will continue to alter the employment landscape. Artificial intelligence, machine learning, cloud-based and quantum computing, additive manufacturing and nanofabrication, advanced automation, robotics. And as I mentioned, these disruptive technologies are already impacting every industry. Many of the jobs in 2020 and beyond will be in fields and technologies that didn't exist a decade ago. We will see newer openings in autonomous transportation specialists, technology advocates, augmented reality developers, human technology integration specialists. And these are just possibly a few future careers. But what is very important for all of us and all of you young people is to figure out how do we make ourselves valuable to the system. The World Economic Forum found that there are 10 critical job skills that would be in demand for the future job market of Industry 4.0. Now, 4 of these skills will be particularly relevant to the high-tech economy. The number one is complex problem solving. Now, problem solving is the core of engineering. We need to find a problem, break it down to understand it, and then apply existing technology to create a system, a device or a process that solves it. This makes problem solving the most important ability engineers will need for the future career. Through education and experience engineers learn how to approach and solve many different kinds of problems. They include fixing something that is broken, examining and addressing risk and safety, improving performance and efficiency, while complex problems will need complex solutions. And that is where, we'll have to bring in the second important aspect called critical thinking. Now, what essentially is critical thinking? What does it involve? It largely involves analyzing a concept or situation with the aim of reaching valid, sound, and objective conclusions. Strong critical thinking skills take practice, as it's easy to make decisions uncritically based on one's own interests, biases, and emotions rather than the facts. Now, engineers necessarily need to be taught to be critical thinkers, not only to solve technical problems, but to ensure ethical performance of their duties. The key components of critical thinking that engineers need to acquire are: ask questions to gather information, identify biases and minimize their influence, evaluate data relevant to the situation or problem. The third most important aspect that I would want young engineers to cultivate, or the incoming freshmen, is creativity. Since the work of engineers often involves numbers and facts, engineers are often mistaken to be lacking creativity. This is not true. Creativity is the ability to make, invent, or produce something new rather than imitating something that already exists. So it's important that engineers, the budding engineers of tomorrow, need to be exceptionally creative, and creativity is the reason engineers dream up innovations and solutions to all kinds of problems. The fourth important skill that I would want our young people to acquire is people management and emotional intelligence. There's a common misconception that if you are an engineer, then you aren't a people's person. But the most important thing of an engineer today is teamwork. Now, teamwork is often the focus of great job skills, since most engineering projects and workplaces involves collaboration with other people. Now, what are we doing at DSU, at Dayananda Sagar institutions? At Dayananda Sagar institutions, there's a tremendous, with the active leadership of the principal and the eminent faculty that is around the campus. There has been a balanced blend of hands-on and traditional lecture style learning. Hands-on programs complement traditional learning by allowing students to apply classroom material to real-world applications. From 3D printing labs to high-performance computing, students access state-of-the-art research labs that empower them to put their ideas into the test. The curriculum is industry-centric, constantly being updated to ensure that the students manage the technology of tomorrow. There's a tremendous focus that the College of Engineering emphasizes on honing soft skills, because soft skills, non-technical skills, are equally important, and that is something that the college very actively pursues through the Center of Innovation and Leadership. Now, another interesting thing that is happening at DSI, at Dayananda Sagar College of Engineering, is the focus that is on innovation and entrepreneurship. There are two technology-based incubators that are set up at Campus 3, and I believe it's open. One is Derby, and the other one is the Atal Innovation Center. And both of these give tremendous opportunities for young students to actually develop to either innovate on their skills and also to pursue entrepreneurial opportunities. Now, what is very important that for students as they go across in their next in the 4 years of journey? Well, I'm sure the principal, the vice principal, the eminent faculty, and all those concerned will take in great ownership of the student and help them to acquire and help them to mentor them and help them to acquire great skills to handle the future. It's also important for career aspiring engineering students like you to take some tips. And I offer some of the tips that I believe will help you in your journey of becoming a technologist. One, identify the people who inspire you and find out what makes them tick. It's extremely important to do so. Two, develop a portfolio of projects. Participate in every hands-on, experiential learning opportunity that a balanced schedule can allow. This way you'll have something unique to show a prospective employer. And I'm sure, in your journey of 8 semesters on campus, there'll be plenty of opportunities for you to develop projects, develop them. Because this is something, because what is very important is to get that dream job. 3, learn the value of networking. When it comes to being a leader, it's very important that you need to network. The campus will create huge opportunities for you to come face to face or on virtual meetings with a large number of leaders of industry and a large number of social leaders, technology leaders, business leaders. It's important that you should attend these lectures either physically or virtually and introduce yourself to the speakers and probably develop a relationship with them. The institution has also a very strong alumni network. Reach out to the alumni from your program and I'm sure they would want to connect with the undergraduates. In addition to email, my 4th tip to you, in addition to email, please start using LinkedIn or social media tools to connect online. It's important. There is no substitute for a traditional face-to-face meeting, but in these turbulent times, virtual meeting is the way forward. And it's also the way that you can connect to a larger number of people across, because networking is very, very important. My 5th tip to you will be work in teams as much as you can. Teamwork is very, very essential. And I'm sure as you go across in the campus, in your learning sphere, you will have plenty of opportunities to create projects, to participate in sports, to write for your papers, to get involved with organizations and clubs. I think this is the time that you should participate in teams and develop the spirit of teamwork. You must seek informal leadership roles. Remember, you're always a leader. Every person is a leader, whether you're officially declared or not. It's important that you need to seek informal leadership roles and then pursue further. One of the most challenging things for us is to accept our flaws. I think it's important that you must find your flaws, figure out what went wrong with you, and fix them. Leadership needs constant improvement. And when you're a part of the team, it's important that we need to identify what exactly is pulling us down, and then we need to fix them. Engineers, my tip number 7 to you is, engineers often believe that, why do I need to know anything about business or a balance sheet? Or why do I need to understand the P&L, the profit and loss system? It's very important in today's and tomorrow's world that we need to understand a little bit of business, because some of you, as you go across, would want to become entrepreneurs, would want to raise capital, would want to come up, would have projects, and you would want to get them funded. You may want to create a unicorn. So it's important that you will need to understand a little bit of business. I'm sure in a multidisciplinary institution like Dayananda Sagar, you'll have opportunities to meet up with the business school. You will get to interact with various seminars, workshops that happen across for you to understand. So I think you must make your best opportunity. My tip number 8 for you would be to take design and other humanities classes. It's important, beyond technology, we have to go beyond technology, beyond laboratories and theory. Probably we need to understand a greater degree of design, understand humanities, understand the importance of sociology, understand the importance of human geography. And all these things will help you to actually, to make you a completely rounded individual. Now, my most important tip to you would be tomorrow's leaders will have to communicate effectively. And the communication is not only amongst your fellow members. You may have to seek to communicate across international borders. You need to be familiar with other cultures. You need to probably develop some proficiency in another language. You need to meet students from other cultures. Maybe at some point of time, you may need to travel abroad as a part of your job. So start globalizing right here at college. It's very important that you need to go across. Now, as we go across in this new world that is going to come across and disrupting a whole lot of things, and I'm sure under the able tutelage of the principal, the faculty, and the rest of the team at the College of Engineering, they all would work to see that your careers would blossom very well and you would be successful. So before I conclude, I would like to say once again welcome you into the portals of Dayananda Sagar College of Engineering, and I'm sure your journey for the next 4 years will be very memorable. You will go through a complete process of thorough learning, and you will emerge out in the next 4 years as somebody who can solve the problems of not only a great nation, but also find solutions to the problems of the world. I wish all the incoming freshmen a wonderful 4 years ahead on the campus, and I'm sure you will go out as proud alumni in the next couple of years. Wish you all the best. God bless you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your inspirational message. Now, I request Shri Gali Swami, Secretary, Dayananda Sagar Institutions, to deliver the presidential address.
Welcome to Dayananda Sagar College of Engineering. I am sure that you all make your 4 years of stay at Dayananda Sagar College of Engineering as effective as possible by actively participating and excelling in your academics. All the best.
Thank you, sir, for your kind words. Now, I request respected Principal Dr. CPS Prakash to share a few words.
Dear students, good morning. Welcome to each one of you to the portals of Dayananda Sagar College of Engineering, DSCE. From today onwards, you will all become members of the family and will be called as DSCEans. You should be proud of becoming part of such a big college. DSCE is in existence since 1979, imparting engineering education for 40 plus years. We have close to 30,000 plus alumni spread across globe for serving in leading organizations, industries, R&D establishments, academics, social and public service, and many of them have become successful entrepreneurs. DSCE is one of the leading engineering colleges in India and state of Karnataka. We have 15 undergraduate programs and 13 postgraduate programs. All the departments under DSCE are having well-equipped labs and other necessary infrastructure for training students as per the curriculum requirement. We have good faculty with more than 125 of them with PhD qualification. Many of our faculty are having rich industry, research, and global exposure. This helps to train the students as per the desired teaching learning expectations. DSCE is affiliated to VTU, approved by Government of Karnataka, affiliated to AICTE, approved by UGC, having NAC accreditation with A grade, and all our UG programs are accredited by National Board of Accreditation, that is NBA. We are consistently getting top ranking in National Institution Ranking Framework NIRF conducted by MHRD. Our students consistently get good grades. All of our eligible students get good placements through campus placement and also via off-campus mode. Many of our students get through competitive examinations, pursue higher studies in top Indian and foreign universities. My dear students, we became autonomous from 2015 and we have rolled out 2 batches successfully under autonomous scheme. All of you might be wondering, what is this autonomy is all about? There are 2 variety of categorization in Visvesvaraya Technological University, that is VTU, autonomous and non-autonomous colleges. Non-autonomous colleges don't have any direct say in the formation, revision, and updation of the syllabus. There will be a central board of studies for each of the department in the university. Once in 4 years, they revise the syllabus. While doing so, they will have constraint of accommodating and ensuring the capabilities of delivering the syllabus by all those colleges affiliated under university as non-autonomous colleges. Whereas in autonomous colleges, syllabus can be revised or changed as and when it is required. There are about 20 plus autonomous colleges in VTU. We are different compared to all others as we have a lot of student-centric measures and initiatives in place. We have board of studies in each department comprising of senior faculty, alumni, industry experts, and subject experts. They regularly brainstorm the syllabus requirements in terms of revision and updation. We conduct every year industry conclave by inviting industry experts from various domains, take inputs from them as regards to the latest developments in industry in terms of technology and adoption of newer and best practices. Discuss our curriculum with them, discuss areas of improvement and revision, and upgrade the syllabus. This is something which makes students of Dayananda Sagar College of Engineering more acceptable in industry in terms of placements, also in terms of knowledge required to make them to qualify as effective engineers. We regularly organize industry visits, technical talks, student events, sports and culturals to provide students to focus on their overall growth. We have best sports facilities and cultural forums for the benefit of the students. From today, you will have an online orientation program. You will be taken through yoga sessions, exposure to universal human values, motivational talks by experts, cultural activities, academic orientation, talk by placement head, talk by chief librarian explaining about the facilities that are available in our main library, talk by incubation head explaining about various entrepreneurial initiatives taken up by DSCE, talk by controller of examination COE explaining you about examination procedure under autonomous structure and credit structure. DSCE is one of the most vibrant campus, buzzing with lot of student-centric activities. Friends, as principal, I can assure each one of you a best learning experience at DSCE. Once again, I welcome you to DSCE and wish you a great success in your engineering education. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your advice and guidance. I'm sure the students are highly benefited in orienting themselves to the academics and other co-curricular activities. Dear students, to help you all further understand what the induction program offers, here is the after movie of Induction Program 2019.
The reason is this: position does not give you success. What you do with that position gives you success.
So the next 1 hour we're going to enjoy.
I'm happy.
Hello everyone, I'm happy.
Welcomes Dr. Agresh Chandra.
Lock it. Outstretch.
Take everything you have got and start working on it.
Before coming here, I didn't know that Dayananda Sagar institutions would be such fun along with the studies.
We got to know about the CPA, that is Center of Performing Arts.
Our leaders or the second year members and third year members are really very good.
How to interact with the crowd.
Experience in their lives, what they have experienced in their first year.
Today I saw a whole new different type of MC. What exactly MC is?
Seniors are very friendly. My stage fear has gone.
Yoga, the meditation, and the CPA classes, MC team, and the theatre team.
I've learned so much things today.
Who made us calm and comfortable in the environment of DSC. Thank you.
They entertained us, they taught us many things.
I learned about how to present myself.
I didn't have a clear idea of what I was doing. Now I know what are the minute details I have to concentrate.
And I was very much overwhelmed.
The induction program so far so good.
I can proudly say that I am the student of the DSCE. Thank you.
May I now request Dr. K.S. Anantaraju, Professor and Head, Department of Chemistry and Coordinator of First Year Programs, to propose the vote of thanks.
It gives me an immense pleasure to propose the vote of thanks on the occasion of Induction Program 2020. I would like to thank Shri Darshan Kumar, HG, IAS, Indian Revenue Service, Income Tax, proud alumnus of DSCE, for accepting our invitation to be the chief guest and sharing his views and motivating us. We are grateful to you, sir. At the outset, I would like to thank the management of Dayananda Sagar Institutions, Honorable Chairman Dr. D. Chandra Sagar, Honorable Vice Chairman Dr. D. Prime Minister Sagar, for the encouragement and support. Our beloved Secretary, Sri Gali Swami, is the strength and support for us to conduct such activities in the institution. I would like to thank him for the same. Our dynamic principal, Dr. CPS Prakash, is the chief mentor who guides us for all such activities. Thank you very much, sir, for your support and guidance. I also thank my fellow colleagues and heads of various departments for extending the support. My heartfelt special thanks goes to CPA team headed by Madam Pooja Baliga and all the student volunteers who along with me were the chief architect of this induction program, showing commitment, involvement and willingness to work, without which this program would not have been successful. I am sure this program would take the students towards exploring their interest, give a broader view of life and work for excellence. Thank you one and all. Have a wonderful day.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे